Ici Londres.
I run unacceptable deficits with several of the pubs near me. The Bell and Dragon in Kingsclear, the White Hart in Overton, the Vine at Hannington, they all sell me more than they buy from me. Now, I could do a Donald Trump. I could bang the table and protest about the unfairness. I could say this isn't free or fair trade, it's stupid trade. I could refuse to offer them my custom. Who would that hurt? Now let's take this one further. Sometimes the pubs engage in what protectionists would call dumping or predatory pricing. Sometimes they give stuff away more cheaply than the cost of production, as when, for example, they say come and have a free glass of wine as a special promotion. Again, who gets the better end of that deal? How have we got it into our heads that it's a bad thing to buy cheap stuff? The more cheaply we can buy goods and services sourced from wherever in the world, the more we free up time for our people to make and sell and buy and invent things. And that's the real driver of economic growth. Some of the poorest countries in the world have big trade surpluses. Some of the wealthiest countries have big trade deficits because it's always held in balance. If we have a trade deficit in the UK, and by the way, we do, and we've managed to keep it going while becoming richer and richer year after year, every pound that we send overseas to purchase imports can only be spent in two ways, either by buying things back from the UK or by being invested in the UK. And that's why it doesn't really matter whether your goods and services are in surplus or not. It isn't any kind of measure of the strength of an economy. Once you grasp that, you realize that the key to prosperity is not striking trade deals that lower barriers to your exporters, but cutting the costs at home by removing the barriers that come between a business and its clients. And the really good news, you don't have to ask anyone's permission to do that. You can just do it. 80% of the advantages of a trade deal can be replicated by that unilateral liberalization. And that's the way to work its magic. Remove the barriers and let trade do its work.